Once again, a couple of reminders as we get going. The microphone is brought to you for questions, please say your name and affiliation before asking your question. When possible, we'd appreciate it if you direct your question to one of the student athletes by name up on the dais. And a reminder that there should be no video recording inside the room. If you wish to use the video recording of the press conference, we encourage you to get it off of the NCAA Media Hub after the press conference, or to plug into one of the electronic media units in the other room. So with that, good morning and welcome to the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Tournament first and second round games in Portland, Oregon. This is the game practice day press conference for Georgia State, and joining us on the dais are student athletes Eliel Solome, Justin Roberts, Corey Allen, and Kane Williams. So gentlemen, welcome to Portland, welcome to the NCAA Tournament, and at this time we will open it up to questions. Go ahead.
Hey guys, Stan Autry from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Just for all you guys are experienced, it's a senior-oriented team. How does that help you going into this sort of challenge that you face?
I'll start. I think it just adds that poise to our team, and down the stretch we'll need that veteran experience, and I think we bring that to the table. And our experience is going to help us throughout this tournament.
To piggyback off of what Kane just said, just having that experience, having the wherewithal to know what's going on, and being in there, having the same confidence, and just having that confidence, and just because you've been in that situation multiple times, so you just know how to do and what to do. So.
I'll throw a question out to any of you. You're coming in as a 16 seed. You're playing the number 1 seed in the tournament, Gonzaga. Talk about your thoughts on taking on a program that has the prestige that Gonzaga has. And Corey, we'll start with you.
I feel like we just got to come out and play like we've been playing these last 12 games that we won. So I mean, just stay focused on the game plan, and everything will fall in place for us.
I think they do have a good program. They have a great coach. They got a great story. And at the end of the day, we have to do what we do best, is come, play hard, and play defense, and then do everything we can do to pull it off.
Just play the game. I mean, play the game of basketball and not really focus on what's across their chest, and just play the game and play it to the best of our abilities. And I think that by the end of the game, we'll be in position.
At the end of the day, it's a 5-on-5 game. Us against them. They're a good team, but we're a good team too, and we're trying to earn the same kind of prestige they have and build a reputation in this tournament.
Annie?
Hi, Annie Peterson from Associated Press. Kane, can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit? They're the granddaddy of all mid-majors, in terms of success. Does that give you guys like inspiration also?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, they've made a name for themselves over the last few years, and they're a good team, great program, and but we're a good team and we're a great program, and I think it's time for everybody else to see that.
I'll go ahead and check in with the Zoom audience to see if there's any questions. If you have a question, virtually raise your hand and we'll allow you to pipe in your question. All right, down in front.
Kane, those guys play so fast. What are you guys going to do to slow them down or keep pace with them?
Well, we just got to get back. We got to get back and play some defense. We know what they're known for and what they're good at doing, and they're going to execute. We just got to weather the storm, and we got to keep playing. They're going to throw the first punch probably, but we're going to throw some punches as well. And we're not going to be scared. We're not going to back down. And And I'm not taking anything away from them, but they need to be worried about us as well.
Maybe I'll piggyback on that question. You alluded to, they need to know about what Georgia State needs to bring. And obviously, I think Georgia State's a little unknown to some of the big men's basketball fans. Talk about what makes this Georgia State team so special.
What makes Georgia State special is not too many know about us right now. But we're a great team. We've been a good program for the past few years. And we're just going to keep building on that. We're going to keep making a name for ourselves, and hopefully everybody will wake up and see what we got to bring.
Go ahead.
I feel like in the beginning of the season, we had the talent, and by the end, like now, we have the willingness. So that's what makes it special to me. I feel like we got a lot of guys that are willing to do the right thing, willing to, get on the floor, willing to go get the extra rebound, willing to go do what it takes to win. And I feel like that's what makes it special.
But we play together as well. Like Justin said, we got a lot of guys that's willing to do the right things and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all we got to do, just do the right stuff.
Jim Mahan from the Spokesman Review for LEL. Did I get that right? Yeah. Can you talk about that matchup inside? You'll probably be dealing with Drew or Chet or a combination thereof. What do you make of the matchup in the paint?
It's gonna be a great matchup. It's gonna be a fun time to play against some good players. And at the end of the day, I'll do what I do best, right? And I'll be doing this all year round, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to play, and I'm excited to have those matchups and to just show up and show what we can do as a team. Because at the end of the day, it's never gonna be 1 against 1. It's gonna be, if somebody got the ball on the post, it's gonna be 1 against 5, and then it's gonna be 5 of us that's gonna be there and step up.
Any other questions from the room? Go ahead.
Yeah, Corey, 29 points in the last 2 games in the conference tournament, MVP. I think Coach had been waiting for that kind of offense from you all year. When did you see that getting ready to happen? Could you feel it? And Justin, you played with him all this time. Could you see it about to happen as well?
I mean, it's not a thing you really can see. It's just click. I've been waiting for it to happen all season too. So you know what I'm saying. But I'm happy it happened at the right time.
Yeah. Corey's special. Corey is a really great player. Corey's one of the best players I've ever played with, from when I was young to now. So seeing him score and seeing him struggle a little bit. And seeing how that affected him, and then seeing how him having 29 points in the last 2 games, and then us winning the championship and him getting the MVP was just well deserved. And, so I'm just proud of him, and happy for him, and I'm happy for our team as well. So.
Check in one more time with our Zoom audience. If there's a question to be asked from those of you on Zoom, please raise your hand. Give you just a second here. Don't see any last questions from the room?
For LEL again, you mentioned you're going to do what you do best. What is that, if you could describe it? And what did you go through earlier in the year, injury-wise, that kept you out till January?
What I do best is play defense, is be there for the team, rebound, make sure that my guy knows that I got their back. If somebody get beat, I'm gonna step up and do what I need to do, block shot, and whatever coach need me to do. Look, it's natural for me. It always come, and I even don't think about it. I just play the game, and I definitely went through some tough time, but that's make me stronger. Did my best to go hard as much, because I cannot go hard in the courts, on the training room, getting treatment, all that, to just make sure that I could have the chance to be there for my last year with my brothers, and to just like help the team get where we are right now.
Go ahead.
Kane, you're an old hand at this. You've been around a few times. What advice could you give these other guys about how to handle all this? Ellie's been to one of these too, but what advice can you give it how to handle the whole circumstances surrounding it?
I mean, I actually got to play against Ellie my freshman year. It was a little bittersweet, but just stay poised, enjoy the moment, and soak it all in. It comes by quick, and by the next day, next week, it might be over with. So enjoy it, have fun, and let's go win.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck tomorrow, and we will have the availability with Coach Lanier beginning at 11:20 in about 3 minutes. All right. Up on the dais now is Georgia State head coach Rob Lanier. Coach, congratulations on making the tournament. Welcome to Portland. We'll go ahead and open with any kind of opening statement you'd like to make, and then we'll open it up for media questions.
Well, I would say that obviously we're excited to be here and to be a part of the tournament. And I'm extremely proud of our group. It took a lot of resilience and perseverance to get to this point. And we obviously play a formidable foe. to win the tournament, we had to play the best we had played to that point, but we haven't played our best basketball yet. And quite obviously, we're going to need to approach that level to give ourselves an opportunity tomorrow. And we're excited about that challenge.
All right, we'll open up to the room for questions. So, okay, we do have one in front.
Brennan Green, Crumb 2. Coach, this, obviously, you knew you were making the tournament. What was kind of your initial reaction when you saw the #1 overall seed pop up on the other side of your bracket?
Well, I was hoping to kind of sit there and have some anticipation for when our name got called, and then they called it right away. So I was a little bit caught off guard, to be honest with you. But, I didn't have any expectations going into it. I was really, truly open-minded about the possibilities. I wasn't locked into, all right, what seed we're going to be or whatever. Although I do believe that we represent a tremendous league in the Sun Belt. And I think our league is better than people realize, and it's only going to improve because we've, added some schools coming into the league. But quite honestly, I didn't have any expectations. I knew we were going to play someone good, and that certainly did come true. So, again, we're excited about the challenge.
Rob, how does it help having a bunch of seniors like you have? How does that help you get ready to play Gonzaga?
I think it helps us tremendously. When you're playing a great opponent like this and you have to withstand some runs, and you're going to play a team that when you do things well defensively, their ball might still go in the basket. And when you do things the way you practice offensively, you might not get what you want out of it, and you've got to be able to play through those moments during the course of a game. And so there's a level of poise and experience required to do that, and I think we have that with this group.
Coach, we asked the same question of your players, in that there's probably a lot of big-time basketball fans who don't know who Georgia State is, but obviously they're a special group that has played well enough to win a championship and get to this point. Can you talk about what makes this particular team so special?
Well, I would say, last year we got to the championship game with this group, and we had 5 starters returning who all averaged double digits for a team that was top 20 in the country in scoring. My concern in the offseason with the preseason #1 ranking that we had coming into our league is whether or not we would be able to handle that. And I thought that would be our biggest challenge. And as we were trying to address that challenge, we had some injuries and we had some COVID disruptions that put us in a unique place in terms of becoming the team that we had hoped to be. And then when we finally got healthy, it wasn't until mid-January that we had everybody on the roster available to us. And from there, we started to become a team. And I think right now, we're just still playing catch-up to the team that we had expected to be in November and December, and January. So I think our best basketball, again, is still in front of us, and we're going to need to tap into that tomorrow.
Are there any questions from our Zoom audience? If there is, please raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Okay, not seeing any. Other questions from the room? And name and affiliation, please.
Stan Autry, Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Rob, Corey Allen scored 29 in the semis and the finals at the conference tournament. I think you were waiting for that to kind of happen, waiting for the lid to come off, as you said. Did you see that coming, and what did that mean for the team, or what does that mean going forward for his confidence?
Well, I saw it coming for our team. Not necessarily just for Corey. I think some of our shooting percentages are a little bit skewed because, the data proves that we've got guys that can put the ball in the basket, and for whatever reason, our better players were taking the shots that they had made in the past, and the ball wasn't going in the basket this year. So whether it was Corey or Kane or Justin or Jalen, we expected the ball to go in the basket at some point, even though Mike Holmes doubted me on that. Where's Mike? Is Mike in the room here? And I kept saying that the lid is gonna come off. And so I wasn't surprised that Corey did it. I was actually more proud that Corey had, I think, 8 rebounds and 8 assists in that game, something like that. And I thought that we had established going into the tournament that we could win games without being as attractive on offense as we had become accustomed to, and that if we put the two together, we would become more formidable. That happened in the tournament, and again, we're going to need more of the same.
Any other questions? Seeing none, Coach, thank you for being here. Congratulations again on making the tournament, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Reminder that we will have a recording of this press conference available in NCAA Digital Media Hub at www.ncaa.verit1.com. Transcripts are provided by ASAP and will be posted shortly. Our next press conference will be the student athlete availability with Boise State, and that will begin at 11:50.